Virtual Rhapsody, the one Nijisanji event that we talked about at length in the past couple streams. It was that one event where it was going to be held in Singapore and it was giga expensive. It was like $100, and it was ooh boy. And look, this was apparently the stage, and it's super empty. It was apparently super empty. Meanwhile, Hololive is oofed. Yeah. And hold on. By the way, chat, I don't know where this is. I don't know where and who took this video, but apparently this was when it was still starting. I'm gonna mute it. Yep. So not that much people. And again, this was apparently while it was still starting. Grim. I've heard somewhere it was the premium seat. That was what a lot of people were saying. Because like recently, like a couple hours ago or something, after they got this got popular, right? This got nearly 500,000 views, and it was all over in Reddit. It was all over in the r/virtual YouTuber and r/Kurosanji and r/Nijisanji subreddit, and even on fucking Facebook groups. The clips and the pictures exploded, right? And then recently, like 5 hours ago, somebody that's apparently a worker for the virtual Rhapsody event, it's a staff that assisted in VRAP, apparently said that it was a buffering time where the hall was indeed open, but not everyone has arrived. So it's just starting. Was this Singapore? Yeah, it's Singapore. Cope versus reality. So this was where it's already starting, and then there's not much. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's not much people here. Oh God, look at the energy. I don't know, chat, if this was the premium hall, this energy is not. They sing really well, though. Oh, of course, bro, they have fucking Enna in here. Of course they sing very well, Rima. Enna is literally one of the most talented EN corpo singers, like she is. Yeah. Worse if it's just starting. Just shows how many people were excited to be there. Yeah, I would think that way as well. I feel like in a VTuber concert or in any concert really, if it was just starting, a lot of people should have been there. Should have still been there even. Yeah. And it's 2D. And again, the reason why it's $100 is apparently because it's Singapore. Bro, you know what could have avoided this? If they had the fucking concert over in the Philippines. If they had this fucking concert in the Philippines, the seats would have been full. You know why? Because most Niji sisters and most Nijisanji fans, the female ones at least, are all in the Philippines. Well, not all, but like they're mostly in the Philippines. They're mostly Southeast Asian. And the majority of those Southeast Asians are over there in the Philippines. Like, they will. So, I feel like putting it in Singapore would fucking killed the potential stuff. Well, I mean, if you call the VIP seats very empty, then it is your opinion. I felt that it was solid considering the recent Nijisanji. If this was the premium VIP seats, then yeah, it is empty. It's practically empty. It's not an opinion. Like, there's not much people in here. It's not exactly booming. No doubt it would be filled with people in the Philippines. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, for real. If it was in the Philippines, this would have been filled out the wazoo in like 30 minutes. Actually, you know what? 3 minutes. Yeah, because there's a lot of fans here in the Philippines. And, you know, if a Chinese or a Taiwanese fan wants to come over, the Philippines is way cheaper and way closer. So Chinese and Taiwanese fans would have made it a way easier and more convenient like travel. Yeah. even with a cost of $120 ticket. I feel like the $100 ticket is fucking giga expensive as fuck for a 2D concert. So, but yes, actually, even with that much price, Sakura Zoko, a lot of Filipinos would have still come. If it was held in the Philippines, it would have been way less expensive because in the Philippines, there's not much. The conversion rates, right, are so good for US people and for the JP people, and it doesn't have the same sort of inflated prices that Singapore has. So it would have been way cheaper. If I were to spitball based on the prices that I know stuff like this would go around the Philippines, this would have been around $50, $60. And more people from Taiwan and China would have probably flown. But the fact that it's $110 and people would have to fly from their fucking home countries all to Singapore, it's just not a worth it experience. It's not. I've paid less for real concerts. Yeah. Cope? No, man. It's just that in the Philippines, everything is cheaper. By the way, the boys' concert was more filled. The girls' concert is just beyond sad. I mean, of course, the boys' concert. That's something we'd expect. You know, Cope. Thank you, Warlock Warlord. You know, is Cope when HoloFest stream starts 1 hour earlier than the concert, and the place already looks packed with many fans still at the waiting lines. In Nijifest, that's the same as well. In Nijifest, that's also happening, but it's Nijisanji JP, not Nijisanji EN. And it's an actual proper concert. Boys' concert was still not full. Yeah, I've also heard about that, but I'd expect it to be at least have more people than this. Yeah. Singapore is on land if you go through Malaysia. Yeah. Everything is cheaper. I wish I could say that. Bro, you live in fucking Manila. I live in the provinces. Go to a fucking small country. Not small country, in a small province, and everything would be your life would be much more easier. Yeah. The financial reports would be interesting. I think Nijisanji's financial reports for Q4 is actually going to be decent. Because if we paid attention to Riku's little announcement thing, they literally set it up so that Q4 would be the biggest so far. Because all the revenue that came from Nijifest alongside other stuff is going to be recorded on Q4. So it's literally going to be big. Nijifest is fucking massive, guys. We may shit on Niji EN right now, but Niji JP is pretty massive. It's literally the most popular VTuber group in Japan right now. Non, thank you for the super chat. The concert ticket is expensive yet looks so cheap. Yeah, man. Apparently because it's Singapore. Bro, you co-pardon the Ninja Sisters? Oh my fucking god, bro. Literally, when I give a more nuanced take, when I try to add more context, somehow some of you guys see it as me defending Niji. No, man. Jesus. They're padding the numbers so that doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think so. Am I DN getting one guide? I always get one guide. Yeah. I always get one guide. Niji JP actually fell off in 2023, but not Binalay. But yeah, they're still the biggest. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Excuse me. No, Hololive is every corner in Japan, but still Niji is still bigger in JP. Yeah, that's what I said. Niji is still bigger in JP, 100%. A lot of you guys are not gonna understand that because most of you lurk in the EN side of things more than the JP side. I occasionally tap in. Yeah, fucking Niji JP is still bigger. Hololive is getting there, but Niji JP still has more clout. Thank you, professional gentlemen. Base price for an upcoming Disturbed concert on May 14 is 98 USD. Ooh, fuck. Man, I wouldn't pay. Honestly, chat, I would not pay for a concert for $100. Especially if it's not 3D. Especially if I don't get to have... when I don't get to rewatch it. Especially if, like, I don't get anything for it. Yeah. What if it's a concert in NA? Not still now. Niji JP is still bigger in JP, but for globally, Hololive wins it all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Kronar and Rough Mao is still a big deal in JP. Bro, a lot of people don't even know, in the EN side at least, a lot of people are gonna say literally who when they hear of Kronar and Rough Mao. Yeah. Nobody knows who they are aside from people that are in the JP community and who are aware of the deeper not machinations and the deeper operations of Nijisanji. It's not really even that deep, it's surface level. Like knowing Kronar and Rough Mao are literally like, let's say, a litmus test for people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about when they talk about anything Nijisanji related. Some people even look. I've even saw this. I even saw this like a few months ago because there was like a recent happening with VTA, Virtual Talent Academy. A lot of people were saying that because of that one incident, VTA is an absolute failure. No, it's not, bro. VTA is successful as fuck. It is. It's not a failure. But I saw it like 2 months ago, back when I made my stream, and I'm like, I didn't know how to correct it. But I'm correcting it now. Yeah. Not much. Kuzuha is losing hard to Pekora in numbers. Some of CCV and JP, they are still losing to Holo for only 200k difference in total. Wait, what do you mean? In terms of CCV? Yeah, in terms of CCV, fucking... we're talking about the companies, necessarily. Not like the biggest and stuff. Yeah. Hold on. Are we in an echo chamber? I would like to think that I try my best to look at different angles and both sides of the story whenever something breaks out. But I have to admit, sometimes my community can feel like an echo chamber. And I don't like that, which is why I always like throw fucking people like a golden olive, hear them out. And a lot of people don't like it when I do that for some reason. Mm-hmm. It's not an echo chamber, we're just right. We are an echo chamber. Depends where you look at it. I'd like to think we're not, but, you know, ultimately, I don't ultimately know. Oh, thank you, Marak Evans, for the 2332. Would the Niji financials need adjusting for allegedly not paying taxes? I have no idea. That's gonna be up to the fucking lawyers and up to the accountants. Because in terms of numbers and that whole spiel, I don't know anything aside from what Michi said. So I can't say anything about that. I'm not educated to talk about that. Hold on. Okay. So, bro, they don't even pay artists commissions. Their finances must have some shady shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's why it's so successful, right? Because they have the talents literally pay and do anything for them. That's why their financials are really massive. Literally, chat. I've said this again before and I've said it again. I've said this like fucking 10 times probably. 10 godzillion times. The reason why Nijisanji is the most profitable company, even way more than Holo, even above Holo during their golden years in 2020 and 2021, is because Nijisanji's business model is made to squeeze as much money as they can from the talents. That's their business model. You can't fucking win against a fucking business model like that. You literally can't. Especially if you're an ethical company. If you're an ethical company, you're gonna be losing money. That's just the unfortunate truth of it all. In business, if you're a good person, you get fucked. But that isn't sustainable. Depends. I mean, Niji so far has been doing really great for 6 years, right? Theoretically, it shouldn't be sustainable, but here they are. Here they are. I don't know if it's going to crash and burn, chat. I'm not like a business guy. I don't know. I can't fucking micro-analyze the fucking market or whatever, the numbers, to ultimately have a firm stance on whether or not it's gonna crash and burn. I'm just saying, that's what Niji is right now, and it's very successful. So, you know, teehee. It will thrive, but not an EN. Yeah, it's thriving in JP because JP work culture is like that. But in EN, the cultures are just not different. JP and like traditional VTuber companies expect the same thing to happen in the Western side of things that is currently going on in JP. They don't realize that fucking people, they have to adjust when they want to cater to an EN branch. It's annoying to the companies, but that's something they'd have to do. G also has China backing that Hollow doesn't. Yeah, that's also a case. Maybe Niji should have remained Japanese. Yeah, that's what a lot of people in the JP side of things have been saying, right? They keep saying shit like, yeah, because Nijisanji's business model is very antithetical to the Western model. It's not. They should not have expanded beyond Japan, is what a lot of people say. Yeah.